Steroids and human growth hormones are becoming a revolving issue among Major League Baseball. Some of the most famous names in baseball, such as Roger Clemens, Mark McGwire, Sammy Sosa, and home run record holder Barry Bonds, have all been convicted of steroid use. The Mitchell Report continues to release a few names at a time of players convicted of steroid use. What are your thoughts on Major League Baseball and steroids?
Well, obviously, Tim, I am against any kind of drugs use of any kind in any sports, whether it's baseball or any other sports, but obviously not in baseball. Steroids certain ones are banned for the players to use, and if they're banned, they shouldn't be able to use them because it gives an unfair advantage maybe to some of the people who are doing it the level way or the correct way.
What are your overall thoughts on steroids in Major League Baseball?
Oh, they're absolutely bad. I mean, it's not fair to the people like Hank Aaron and all those guys who set records, and they did it the right way, and now their records are diminished because people cheated, and that's not fair.
I think they're completely wrong to do, and it ruins the game and the competition for everybody.
Yeah, it's unfair because some people are actually talented and other people just use it to get ahead.
Do you think the punishment of convicted athletes is fair, or baseball players rather?
Last year, one of the superstars, Manny Ramirez, got suspended for 50 games because he was an admitted steroid user. He's really the biggest one so far. I think, given his background and everything else he did, I don't think it's enough. I really don't. I think they did set an example by 50 games, but I think they need to say that they're not going to put up with it. And he came back, he got paid like nothing ever happened. I think it needs to be more.
Do you think that the 50-game punishment for guilty players is fair?
I think it should be more, not 50 games. I think it should be maybe even a whole season, teach people a lesson.
Do you think the 50-game punishment is fair for players that have been convicted of using steroids?
No, I think it should be at least a full year, and if it happens again, I think they should just get kicked out of the league.
Do you think that steroid users should be inducted to the Hall of Fame?
And I think that's probably the toughest question you're going to ask me. And you have to make sure you have very good proof on anybody that is accused of using steroids. Make sure it's something that was certainly banned back in the 5-10 years ago. For instance, up until about 2-3 years ago, a lot of the powder that was used, I don't know necessarily what it was, but some of those were still legal. Now they're banned. So you have to be real careful on saying, well, this person doesn't belong in the Hall of Fame because he used steroids. Well, what did he use? Was it legal at the time that he was using it? Was it legal or not prescribed on the steroid list at the time of Major League Baseball? So that's a tough question, and I think we're going to have to find out, let time go along a little bit to see just who was guilty and who wasn't before I could honestly answer that question.
Steroids are taking away the integrity of baseball and surely diminishing the records of those true to the game. I'm Tim Connors reporting for WHS News.